I got up off the sofa to make some eggplant, okay? So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil at the bottom. I have a little in there. We're gonna move it around. Do that. Now I got the eggplant cut 2 ways because I'm gonna make 2 different eggplants. I'm gonna make eggplant meatballs, and I'm gonna make a nice light eggplant Napoleon. So I have these cut to make the Napoleon. I'm gonna bake them on the same tray. I got the oven at 375. I'm gonna lay these down real nice. We can fit them. These I have the skin on because we're gonna scrape the pulp out of them after they're roasted, okay? So I'm gonna put them in here with the skin side up. And really, you can do it whatever way you want, but that's the way I like to do it. And I'm gonna add some oil to the top of these. You know, just a little bit. So it gets baked in, some flavor. And of course some salt and pepper. And, you know, we're gonna bake these. It's not gonna take long, maybe 20 minutes, but we're always gonna check it. You always wanna check what you're doing, okay? So it's been about a half hour, and actually they both roasted at the same time. So you can see, you can just touch it and see they're ready to go. We're gonna flip them. And I'm gonna take all that out. And that's gonna be part of our eggplant meatballs. My friend Marie told me about eggplant meatballs. She used to get them when she would go to Italy. So I'm gonna let these cool about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take them out off the skin. I'm gonna scrape all this out. See how nice it comes out? You know, you can boil the eggplant if you want, but it ends up a little bit more watery, but it really doesn't matter. I've done it both ways, so whatever's easier for you. If it's a hot summer day and you don't feel like putting the oven on, boil it. Just cut it up in big cubes. But as soon as it starts to get soft, take it out of the water, okay? Okay, so we roasted the eggplant. This is all scooped out. I have it in a bowl. We're gonna put some salt, some pepper, okay? And for this little bit, 1 egg. I usually crack them in something to make sure they're good, you know? Okay, we need, I got some fresh basil. You can tell I went shopping for produce. Parsley. This is being done exactly how you make a meatball. Which reminds me, I forgot the garlic. Okay. Got 1 clove of garlic in there. You can chop it up finer if you want. I'm gonna put cheese, of course. You need cheese, just like a meatball. As much as you want. Well, I like a lot, okay? So, I got the parsley, got the basil. We need breadcrumbs. A bit of breadcrumbs. Gotta hold it together, okay? Now we need to mix this. I need to get a spoon. Okay. Break that egg up. You can scramble the egg before you put it in if you want. Sometimes I do that. It makes it easier. Now eggplant, of course, is wetter than ground beef. So. And then you put an egg in there, and you need an egg because you need it for the flavor, and it does help bind it, even though it's, you know, soft like this, okay? Then we're going to roll them in some panko, okay? You hear Patti Smith in the background? I'm lucky. I met her a few times, but I was luckiest when my friend Daria got me tickets so Maria can go to her daughter's 30th birthday party. We need more breadcrumbs, okay? Don't be afraid. You're the judge, you can see. Okay, they're gonna hold together nice now. So yeah, I went to her daughter's 30th birthday party, and Daria said, can you take a photo with them? She took her photo. She's very stingy with her photos, but she's very nice to us, okay? So, I'm gonna say we need a little bit more of this, okay? We'll hold it together, and this will hold it together too. A little bit more cheese. Cheese can't hurt, can't hurt. Okay, so that's good. You could actually put them in the fridge for a few minutes, and that will help get it back together. They're not the easiest to make, but they're so good. And if you're vegetarian and you like meatballs, this is the dish for you. So I'm going to start to roll these, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're going to attempt to roll them. Okay, so they look pretty good, okay? So, you know, judge the size you want. You can make giant ones, or you can make little ones. I'm going to make little ones because this makes a really good appetizer, you know. You can see they're a little sticky, but that's why you have the breadcrumbs. So you're going to coat them in the breadcrumbs. Once you make these, you're always going to make them. No matter how much trouble they look like, you're always going to make them. I can't tell you how many people still call me for this recipe, okay? So that's nice, right? You can make them smaller if you want. You can make them bigger if you want. I think that's a good size for me right now. Okay. If you feel better wearing gloves, you can wear gloves, but my hands are clean. I just clean them in. I never, ever, ever use my hands to mix a salad. I can't even believe people do that. Use their hands to mix salad. I don't do it. People do it. I don't do it even in my own house. So doing this is like, okay, because my house, I'm gonna fry them. You know, rule of thumb, if you have a restaurant, anything that gets cooked, you don't have to wear gloves for. If it doesn't get cooked, by law, you have to wear gloves. Thus, the reason why you should never mix a salad without gloves on. So I just put the pan on. I'm not getting it real hot. I just put it on and have it on low. I'm going to add some olive oil to it. You can use vegetable oil also. Don't use extra virgin, there's no need. So you need some. You're not going to deep fry them, but you are going to fry them, okay? So really, in this case, you want to get the oil hot because you're frying, okay? Just like if you went and you bought French fries somewhere, that oil is red hot, and then they drop them in, and they fry up. And that's not so bad for you when the oil's hot. And I'm going to raise that a little bit. Now, you never want to make a gas high with Teflon pans. Believe me when I tell you, okay? So, need a little patience. I don't always have it, but, you know, I think that saying about a watch pot never boils might be true. I've actually tried it a few times before, like watching the pot. I think it's that you get so bored. Okay, so that's hot. I can see it. I'm going to start to put these in. And you don't want to overcrowd it because then what you're going to do is make the oil get cold again. And you don't want to do that. You're defeating the purpose. And you won't be able to turn them. I actually rolled these again in the breadcrumbs. I'm going to put 4 in. I might be able to get the other one in. Yeah, I think I can. Right there. And you don't want to touch them. Whenever you're cooking something, you want it to start to form a crust. Leave it alone, it'll get there, okay? I just turned them, you can see. You can feel them, they got a nice crust on. That's because I didn't touch them. And when you don't touch it, that crust won't stick to the pan because it's hot enough, it's cooked. So now, they'll start cooking faster, so you wanna spin them, okay? Just like a meatball. You could probably do these right in the oven if you wanted to. Just a little bit of plain whole tomatoes that I smashed. I got a little bit of parsley in there. Salt, pepper. I don't want to put any garlic in it. There's plenty of garlic in this. I'm going to add a little bit of cream. Okay. So we're going to... You really don't want to boil that cream, so you want to kind of shut that to yourself. I just want a little color. And you don't have to put the cream. You can keep it, you know, just as sauce. You can make the sauce thicker, whatever you want. You can make an aioli, get some mayonnaise, and put a little tomato in it, and then put it on the plate. So I'm going to plate that here. We're just going to pour some of this right across the bottom, make it look pretty. Okay, and then we're going to put our eggplant meatballs down. So really, whenever you're presenting something, you want an uneven number. Always an uneven number. Make sure better presentation, 3, 5, 7, whatever you want. Parsley, whatever you want. It's your dish, however it looks good to you is what you want to do. So we have our eggplant Napoleon, simple. The weather is coming up now that you want to make this dish. So I hope you liked the video. If you do, please share it. And if you like the recipe, let me know. And stay safe out there. And cheers to everybody.